Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E8 Football. It's your boy Ethan, and I'm really upset from this performance today. Barcelona draw Betis at home, and let me just say this performance was not great. I'm going to give it to you all the way. We missed a chance to go 6 points clear ahead of Madrid after this shocking loss to I think it was Valencia. We missed a chance, and we stunk today. There were some players that I was so upset over because they've been so good for us this whole season, but today, it was terrible. And of course, the thing I'm going to start off with is Betis were so good defensively. Of course, this had to be the Bartra revenge game. It had to be. It had all the scenes, all the writings, the former Barcelona guy, and he absolutely dominated that defensive line against us today. And let me just say, Flick got it wrong. He got it wrong, but he got it so wrong. That Ferran Torres and Robert Lewandowski duo up in the front absolutely failed, and it failed, but badly. Games like this show people why they want new signings for clubs, and why this probably might happen in the Champions League, because Barcelona always bottle it in the Champions League. Games like this show you exactly how that's going to happen, and it happens because people make mistakes. And once again, I'm looking at that defense for making another mistake in a really important game. You probably know what I'm talking about. I'm going to save them for the player ratings. But our front line was dreadful today. My goodness. They were just disconnected. They didn't know what to do. They did not sync very well at all today. The shots were spontaneous and they were terrible. Just a bad performance. The midfield was good. They managed to keep the ball more towards the Betis side of the field. The defense, a bit shaky in that last 10 minutes in that stoppage time. But other than that, that front line was not good. I've got questions all about the front line. I mean, let's just start this off. I mean, Szczesny was also not good. I don't blame him much for the goal against, but the ball was coming straight at him. Maybe if he jumped higher, he would have saved it, but I'm not going to put that much blame on him. How many times have we come to Ronald Araujo making mistake after mistake after mistake? How many times has it happened? It's happened when he was fit. It's happened now when he's not fit. It has happened way too many times. And today it just happens again. Another mistake. When you're a defender coming in from the corner, why in the heck are you standing behind the defender when there's a corner incoming? Come on, this is like Little League, Sunday League soccer. Or football, sorry. It's not soccer, I'm sorry. I should be saying better. This is Sunday League football. Stand behind the defender. You don't know where the defender is going to go. Or no, not stand behind. See, even I'm going crazy. Araujo's got me doing loops or something. Stand in front of the defender. Stand next to him. If you stand next to him, you know where he's going to go. Standing between him and the goal. You know where the defender's going to go. You know if he's going to try and go for a shoulder run in the front, or if he's going to try to evade you and go from the back. Do that. Why are you behind him? This is so stupid. Come on, Araujo. Another mistake, dude. Another mistake. That front line was also something today. Our left back and our right back, terrible. Balde lost the ball so many times today. Kunde also just disconnected. The passes were not flying anywhere. It was just poor today. Ferran Torres, I mean, he did good, I guess. I mean, he got the assist, but other than the assist, he was terrible. Like, that whole front line just did not work. And Flick has to take responsibility for that. And it's just a poor performance. Poor performance at home. When we were given the chance to go 6 points ahead of Madrid, we fumbled. And we fumbled. Not as hard as I thought, because I genuinely thought Betis could have won the game at the end. But, jeez, we fumbled hard. But a point is a point. I'll take a point. It's better than a loss, unlike a Madrid club that we won't talk about. It's decent. It's decent. I wanted to win. This counts as a loss in my opinion, because we really should have won this game if it wasn't for our front line dropping an absolute hooner in the front. So yeah, let's move on to player ratings. I don't want to move on. I just want to move on with this because I'm really upset about that. You know it's bad when the defense just clears the ball about 40 times. That's how bad your front line has to be. Chesney, it's a 5 from me. I genuinely think he could have done better, but I'm not going to slate him too much. It's a 5 for me. Had some nervy performances, left the goal box open near the last few minutes, so it's a 5. Jules Koundé, not his best performance. 6 for me. It wasn't good. A few passes that were led astray. He did okay on defense. Should have had a goal if he didn't shoot it straight towards the keeper, towards Adrian. It's a 6 for me today. He did not look at his best. Araujo, 3. Terrible again. Schoolboy defending for that goal. And looked shaky the whole game as well. I really hope we have Inigo back for when we play against Dortmund, because if Araujo keeps playing like this, we're going to go out of the Champions League just like we did last year. And it's embarrassing because he used to play so well. And now he's just making so many mistakes. Unnecessary, dumb mistakes. You can't be making those mistakes at this level. It's a 3. Kubarsi, I thought, was our best defender today. It's a 7 for me. He did really well. Kept out a bunch of those, but actually 7.5. He actually made some crazy slide tackles and some crazy headers that inevitably saved this game for us. So it's a 7.5 from Kubarsi today. Balde, poor. 5 for me. Not good enough. He's been really good this season, but today just wasn't at his best. You could tell he was tired. You could tell he was very tired from all the minutes he's been giving in, but he was tired. And it's a 5 for me today, but we'll just have to see how he does against Dortmund in the next match. Frenkie de Jong, I didn't think he was great either. A lot of passes led astray. Couple of mistakes. Got really lucky in that 1v1 near the end of the defensive line. If that MLS guy didn't slip and fall, then would have been done deal, basically, because Frenkie isn't a defender. So it's a 5.5 for me today. Pedri, 7. I'll give him a 7.5 in man of the match because he did do well, but you could see he was gassed over there today, and you could see he was so tired. And once again, the minutes are just piling on, and I genuinely thought that he should have subbed him off earlier, but I mean, when you're playing a team like this where they're playing very well, I don't think there's anything else you can do. You can just leave him on until the 75th. So a 7.5 for me for Pedri. Still playing very well. You can see he's tired, but I don't know if he's going to ever get a break. Gavi, 6.5. 6.5. He got the goal. Very well taken goal. He actually played pretty decent for what the past few weeks have been, and I'm for it. I'd love it if Gavi got back to his former shape and got back into that starting 11. But today was good. 6.5, pretty good. Now we get out to the front three where I'm gonna dish some terrible things. Ferran Torres, 5.5. even with that assist, did not look at all like the Ferran we've been seeing in the past few weeks. And it was dreadful today. It was terrible. Did not look comfortable at all, and genuinely just kept wasting chances up in the front. Looked like the old Ferran that missed everything, kind of like Darwin Nunez. But it's a 5.5 for me for Ferran. I know he got the assist, but he was terrible. It was terrible. Lamine Yamal, I love him. He's the future of this club. He's going to be one of the best forwards in the future, but he was bad today. 5 for me today. It was bad. It just, those days where it just doesn't go right for like you in soccer or in football and like everything. See, I've got this American stuff in my head. Like, I got to stop thinking about U.S. and stuff. Those days of football when it just doesn't go right. That was Lamine Yamal today. Nothing went right in his way, and it's a 5 for me today. You can have bad games. Everyone's going to have bad games, so I'm not going to blame him that much, but it was a bad game. So, 5. Lewandowski, 5. Poor. It didn't work. Him and Ferran up in the front did not work at all, and you could see it. He was trying to get in front at some points. At some points, he was on the left. At some points, he was in the front. And at some points, he was in midfield. You're a striker. You got to stay in the front. And it was bad today. It was really bad. No chances. All of his passes were terrible. His distribution was also not that good. Just poor. 5. That matches that whole front line today. It was bad. Eric Garcia, that yellow was questionable. It could have been a red, but I'm thinking it was more leaning towards a yellow. I'll give him a 6. Was looking better than De Jong when I subbed him on. Fermin Lopez, 7 for me. Very good. Should have scored, but if it wasn't for that back line of Betis having the game of their lives, to be real, he would have had a goal. But 7 for me. Rafinha, 6.5. He was better than that whole front line had been in the past, and he should have started because he should have started, and Ferran or Lewandowski should have been dropped because he's a left winger, and you're not going to put a striker at left winger. Come on. 6.5 for Rafinha today. And then Gerard Martin didn't do much. 6 for me. He wasn't on for that much. Hansi Flick got it wrong. Got it very wrong. And it's a 5 for me today. Not good. Never pair 2 strikers in the front. That's all you got to learn. Now you know you can't do that against Dortmund. Yeah. Gutted with the draw, but at least we have a point ahead of Real Madrid. At least we're 4 points ahead of Real Madrid in terms of the league. And it's looking like we're starting to establish somewhat of a lead on Real Madrid, so I'm happy with that. Good from Betis, really good. Antony, good, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, good. And Bartra, good as well. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video. I hope Barca can get it back together and for this next game, which is really important. It's Dortmund in the Champions League. So that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.